did I run so far away from thee? Yahweh, my love, please answer me. Please, yeah, please, yeah. Deep in my heart, I knew it was you. Please make me to believe the ways that I once knew. It's been so long since I felt that spirit of yours. Take me back in time to the days when I was young. I was only 3 when your words were spoken to me. Heaven only knows why you chosen me. Yah El Shaddai, how long shall it be? It be before I learn. Oh, please show me your way and help me understand. Show me who is real in this foreign land. Why did I run so far away from thee? Yahweh, my love, please answer me. Please, yeah, please, yeah. Slipping, falling, but towards you. Let the people judge me with their eyes. You weighed my soul in that holy scale in the sky. They try to breathe that bond between me and you. My brothers don't understand that. Oh, please show me your way and help me understand. Show me who is real in this foreign land. Why did I run so far away from thee? Yahweh, my love, please answer me. Please, yeah, please, yeah.
All right. I'm back. My name is Yamsuf Arif. I, along with Nasanya, my HR, the administrator of the show, simply my wife, and our friend and brother, Brother Katria, your brother, your friend also. If you're one of us, if you're simply not one of us, he's still a good man. He's not going to mistreat you, abuse you, dominate you, sometimes kill you. He's not going to argue, fuss, and fight with you, name call you. We don't get out like that. But he'll simply try to tell you the truth along with Yamsuf Arif and along with Nasanya, which is the Real Talk for Real People study show, which we study the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaqub, and certainly get some perspective on our people and certainly a pulse on the enemies of the Most High. That being said, welcome back over the weekend. I know a lot of you probably are traumatized, but that's how day-to-day exists, to being traumatized. We were born into trauma, but traumatized over the recent murders and killings nationally of our people, by our young people, and certainly by some of our walking dead brothers and sisters pretending to be police officers in uniforms. It's to be expected. But that being said, the reason why we find ourselves in this situation universally, internationally, because of our ancients breaking a contract with the Most High. And as a result of that, a domino effect of that, a curse was placed upon us. And as a result of that, that curse takes many forms and in every aspect or component of our life. Certainly, some of us pretended to be police officers in uniform. And certainly, some of our young men and young sisters who love to show up, show out, and showboat, sometimes mistreat, abuse, dominate, and sometimes kill us because of lack of connection with the Most High. And certainly, due to that part, a lack of connection with one another. We simply love to hate anything that remotely looks like us, willing to mistreat it, abuse it, dominate it, and sometimes kill it, and then write a rap song about it and gain $1 million. It's true. Unfortunately, that's the case of breaking a contract our ancients did with the Most High. Now, a continual breaking of that said contract while in this captivity universally that we find ourselves in. But Nisanya, Brother Cartriel, and I, we try to do our due diligence by providing these studies with you to give you some insight, some antidote, some solutions, which is basically cry, turn away from your idolatry, first and foremost. Secondly, cry to the Most High, not your local government, not your state government, not your national government, not your international governments, universally, where we are dispersed, but cry out to the Most High. Cry out for our ancients for the mistakes they made by breaking their contract. And thus we are the recipient of that breaking of that said contract, dispensed universally. And that's why some of our brothers and sisters simply have been reduced to walking dead Negroes, pretending to be police officers in uniform while all the time mistreating, abusing, and dominating, sometimes killing us. And that is why our young men and our young women, because of their lack of connection with the Most High, and certainly a lack of connection with us, choose to kill each other also and write rap songs about it. It's a sad status of affairs when it comes to us. But we try to do something for us, offer a remedy by virtue of these studies on the Real Talk for Real People show. And that's what we do. Because our people need help. We don't need it from our local government, our state government, our national government, or any other national governments. We need help from the one who placed us in this situation by virtue of the breaking of the contract by our ancients, and can only one get it out of this situation, truth be told. So that being said, that's why we need these studies. They are pertinent. They are imperative that we get them right. If we want real help, we got to do like Michael Jackson once alluded to in a song. We got to start with the man and a woman, little boy and a little girl in the mirrors, each of us, and ask them to change their ways. Virtually, reconnect with the Most High and reconnect with one another. Praise the Most High. So before we get started in these studies, I simply would like to ask the Most High, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bless and praise your name. Place a blessing on our people while we are in this captivity. Place a blessing on our people that we get it right, that we understand the concepts, that we understand that no government can save us from ourselves. We have to save ourselves from ourselves by virtue of reconnecting with that contract and crying out to the Most High for our ancients for breaking that contract, and learn to gather ourselves together. I pray that the Most High bless us with wisdom and understanding to gather ourselves together, not simply to mistreat, abuse, dominate, name call, belittle by virtue of that breaking of said contract. Learning to do something good and constructive. Learning to do something to the effect that we can help each other. We can love each other. We can treat each other correctly. Bless and praise your holy name, God. Hallelujah. So before I introduce my lovely Isha, simply my wife, Nasanya, the administrator of the show, and Brother Katre, our dear friend, your dear friend, an elder on the council, as is Yamsuf Arif, I simply want to share with you how we will proceed in these studies tonight. I will be starting in the book of Tehillim. A lot of you call it the Greek word psalms, simply songs, by some of our great leaders. And King Dawood will be praying a prayer of guidance in Tehillim, chapter 5. Brother Cottrell will conclude the studies for tonight in the book of Bereshit, whom he called by the Greek word Genesis, Abraham's fate confirmed by Yah. So without further ado, let me bring my lovely Isha on, Lasagna, and we'll bring our and your friend on, Brother Cottrell. Lasagna, may the Most High bless you, beloved. Your mic is hot. Shalom.
Excuse me. Thank you, Yamsu. Thank you so much. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. Happy to be back. Hope everybody had a safe weekend. And all praises. Happy to be back.
All praises, beloved. It's good to have you back. Praise the Most High. Brother Cottrell, may the Most High bless you, our friend, our brother, our elder on the council. May the Most High bless you.
Shalom, shalom, family. Bless y'all, my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Thanking him for all things and everything. Shalom, family. How y'all doing? Good to hear your voices. Good to be back.
Well, brother, if I may answer for my Esau, Nasanya, we're doing rather well, and thank you for asking. And can we reciprocate by asking you the same for your Esau and your lovely family, brother? How y'all doing?
Everybody's great. Praise Yah.
That's a good thing. Praise the Most High, Brother Cottrell. Well, Brother Cottrell, Nasanya, fellow students, Nasanya, you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Brother Cottrell, are you ready to proceed?
No doubt.
Fellow students, we pray that you're ready to proceed because we are ready to proceed. Turn to the book of Tehillim, and chapter 5. This is a song written by King David with flutes. And it reads, he's not talking to your national government, your local government, or your international government. No, he's not talking. He know he can't get no answers from there. You know what, King David, he said, give ear to my words. So y'all, we all need to have that frame of mind when speaking to the Most High, because he's the only instinct that solve out. Y'all put us in this situation. Y'all can restore us from this situation. Praise the Most High. And King David said, consider my meditation. Simply, he's meditating on what's going on round about him and so on and so forth. Along with that, he's meditating on the fact, who can solve my problems? And he alludes to that fact when he make reference in the beginning of the say, give ear to my words, O Yah. Consider my meditation. Give heed to the voice of my cry. No, I didn't say the Democratic Party, Republican Party, or so-called Black Lives Matter. And he says, my King and my Elohim, that is Yah, our King, our Elohim. And King David says, for to you I will pray. Simply, I'm going to seek some solutions from you. I'm not going to wear a placard around my shirt said, my life matter. I know it matters, but it don't matter to them. It matters to Yah. I said a so-called description of us, which is not a description of us, so-called Black Lives Matter. I don't know what that means. I know my life matter, but I ain't got to tell you about it because I already know the Elohim know that it matters, okay? And certainly, he's not addressing any entity other than the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, the creator of the universe. Praise the Most High. And he says, to you I will pray, in verse 2. My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Yah. He said, I'm going to get right up on it. Right first thing in the morning. Even for his cup of Java. I don't know if they had Java back then, but before his cup of anything, I suspect King David got right on it. In the morning, I will direct it to you. Not to any, wherever problems King David had, he didn't go talking to the elders and whatnot, his princes of each tribe, his musicians, the priest, the high priest. He directed someone who could solve his problem, as we all should be doing in this case in point time. He said, in the morning, I will direct it to you. We all should be doing it like King David did. And I will look up simply to find out whether I will look to the hill from whence cometh my help, so to speak. And he says in verse 4, King David says, for you are not a God who takes pleasure in wickedness. If you think y'all gonna take pleasure in wickedness, you think y'all gonna like the likes of what's going on in this captivity in this nation or any other nation, and their leaders is what the Most High would subscribe to, you got it twisted. He said, you are not a Elohim who takes pleasure in wickedness, nor shall evil dwell with you. Y'all can't dwell with evil. And he says in verse 5, the boastful shall not stand in your sight. The likes of these people in this nation, and universally speaking, boastful, prideful people who like to put their names on everything, and their buildings too, and the places of business. The boastful shall not stand in your sight. And he answered all, even he said, all workers of iniquity. Everybody that works at doing what they're doing, how they're doing, when they're doing it, and continually doing it, all hate all workers of iniquity. And the king says, King David, in verse 6, you should destroy those who speak false. He hate lying people. Yah hates lying, liars, and lying people. It's just that simple. If you're lying, you better stop it. Yah hate liars. And in verse 6, Yah abhors the bloodthirsty and the deceitful man. Bloodthirsty men who like to kill people, put their hands on folks, and deceitful men along with it, in conjunction with it, Yah abhors you. You think it justifies you? Well, no. You're not justified for murdering. Yah said, thou should not kill. It means exactly what it means. And Yah hates the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. In verse 7, and King David says, and we all should say the same thing. But as for me, I will come into your house, the temple, at that time, and the multitude of your mercy. Y'all say, I rely on you in that temple. I don't rely on Black Lives Matter, so-called Black Lives Matter. Placards that say I'm a man, Democratic Party, Republican Party, Green Party, any kind of party you want to name, United States of America, United Federation of the Germans, the Russians, the Greeks, the France. He says, I'll come into your house. He come to you. We go to Yah. For our enemies ain't got no mercy on us. Look at it. All the murder, all the hate, all the mistreatment, all the abuse, all the domination in our communities by virtue of so-called walking dead Negroes in uniform that pretended they're police officers. And certainly by virtue of universal white race supremacies that set the things in order so they can do less work. Well-laid plan come to fruition. I ain't got to kill a whole lot of them. They killing themselves. And then our young brothers and sisters. And our multitude of mercy don't come from them. Our multitude of mercy come from Yah. And we understand that. King David understood that. And King David says in verse 7, in fear of you, that's where we all have that. In fear of you, I will worship toward your holy temple. Now, I know we're not in the temple anywhere, okay? But we can face the east toward where the temple was, and we'll be again. King David said, I will worship toward your holy temple. Our focus should be on our thing, our way of life, the way we lived, not the way our enemies would choose to have us to live by virtue of their idols that they set up and gave to us. And again, Ishmael gave us some idols too, and so on and so forth. We can't make it their way. We can't make it Ishmael's way. We can't make it with the way of universal white race supremacy by way of the Greeks and Romans. We have to get back to reality. We have to get back to what got us here. And we got to face toward the east. Even though the temple is not in existence anymore, but the ideology and the humility, that's where our helps come. That's where mercy for us come from. To stop all this mistreatment, abuse, and domination of us, and sometimes killing of us. In verse 8, I subscribe to this, and you should also. King David said, lead me, O Yah, in your righteousness. He didn't say, lead me, O Yah, in righteousness of universal white race supremacy, in righteousness of Black Lives Matter, in righteousness of the Democratic Party, in righteousness of the Republican Party, in righteousness of Ishmael, in righteousness of Esau. No, he said, in what we got going on, Yah. What we got going on. I subscribe to that. And that's what we all should be subscribing to. Not universal white race supremacy. Not the God of Esau. Not the God of Ishmael. But the God that got us in this situation, that's the only God that can eradicate us and give us some relief from this situation, and which he has. Because when we arrive at these shores, we arrive buck naked and chains, beating from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet. Someone like Job, so to speak, but not boils, but whippings. Our women sexually abused, mistreated, and dominated, and sometimes killed. Our young men and young women sexually abused, sometimes dominated, sometimes killed. Our men sexually abused, sometimes dominated, sometimes killed. Then the Jim Crow, so-called freedom from slavery. We're still enslaved. It's just another defining point of the slavery, the captivity. But we're still enslaved from every aspect of every component of our lives. You can lie to yourself all you want. Yum Soup, I'm not a slave. I tell you what. You do what you want to do and how you want to do it, when you want to do it. You'll find out soon enough you're a slave. You go tell those people that you want your folks out of their inner prison. They're going to throw you right in there with them. You tell those people, well, I'm going to take off for 7 days, boss. I'm going to take off for 7 days. I'm going to spend some time with my family. You ain't going to have no job. You better get your hearts right. You better humble yourself before the Most High. Because this ain't your land. You better stop being comfortable and want our enemies to treat us comfortable. You want to be comfortable in captivity. Captivity ain't designed for comfort. It's designed to help you get some get right. Subscribe to the Most High during the processes. And King David says in verse 8, lead me, O Yah, in your righteousness. Not the righteousness of our enemies. And he says, because of my enemies. And I certainly made reference to that, didn't I? Our enemies. And he said in verse 8, make your way straight before my face. Simply saying, give me some wisdom and understanding. And that's what we all should be subscribing to, some wisdom and understanding. And in verse 9, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Whose mouth? Our enemies. Did I make any crystal clear for you? In your land, want to be comforted? Want to be told the truth, how to tell the truth, when to tell the truth? And don't know really what's going on? You're totally confused about everything? Are people without vision, perish for lack of vision? And King David said, for there is no faithfulness in their mouths, our enemies. Their inward part is destruction. That's how they is. That's what they do. That's what they're about. And that's what they got on you. It's a conspiracy against you. If you don't understand what a conspiracy is, you need to look it up right after the show. A conspiracy don't stop. A conspiracy is ongoing. That's why you don't know who you are, what you are, or what you should be doing. And that's why you're totally confused about everything. Because you want your enemies to enlighten you. You want your enemies to make you feel comfortable in captivity. You want your enemies to stop the violence in our communities. You want your enemies Don't take our food stamp. Don't take our Medicaid. You want your enemies to, well, all our women, 50% of their childbirth is not good for them in this country. But you want them to make it right. How's it looking out for you? What did King David said, which I subscribe to? There is no faithfulness in their mouth. What did a Native American, what did the Native American say? White man speak with forked tongue. King David knew that way before the Native American met him. White man speak with forked tongue. Their inward part is destruction, King David said. Their throat is an open tomb. Whatever comes out of their mouth leads you right to the tomb. If you put your reliance on universal white race supremacy by virtue of the Greeks and Romans, it's not in your best interest. King David said, and not only in regards to whom he was talking about at that juncture in his life, but in reference to whom we had to deal with at this juncture in our life in this captivity. King David said, their throat is an open tomb, and you ain't nothing but death come out their mouth. And the evidence speaks for itself in that regard. It's true. They flatter with their tongue. They do that. And in verse 10, what King David says, pronounce them guilty, O Yah. Let them fall by their own counsel. And I concur, King David. Cast them out into the multitude of their transgression. I concur, King David. For they have rebelled against you. That's what these people are doing. Don't take it personally, brothers and sisters. There's no rebellion against you. The mistreatment, abuse, and domination of you is sometimes killing you. It's rebellion against the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And you're just representative, or should be, of the Most High. That's why they ain't got no lacking for you. And that's why you always come up, you be on national TV. They just shot your mama in the stove. They just shot your little brother in the restaurant. Why y'all don't love us? Well, King David already shared that with you. Okay? King David already shared that with you because they rebelled against the Most High. And you're supposed to be representative of the Most High, and they're gonna take it out on you. It's just that simple. Classic case of domino effect. Can't get to him, we got y'all. Are we gonna do what we want to do, how we want to do it, and we're gonna lie to you anytime we got warehouses of lies. You so-called mobs, so-called civil rights, how that civilly looking out for you? Like you had a cup of tea. I said there, we're gonna stop killing them. I said there, perhaps, maybe tomorrow, Tulu, where they murdered each other to keep us in captivity. No, to keep us in a severe form of captivity. And so that's why you need, as King David says, some wisdom and understanding to help navigate you through this. Otherwise, you could remain totally confused about everything. You think that's just the way it is. And we always say, oh, that's just the way it is. You know, that's how we do it. No, that ain't the way it is. That's the way you're doing it. And it certainly ain't the way you should be doing it. Praise the Most High. So these people are rebelling against Yah. They don't want to be under control of Yah. That's why they are using us as pin the wheel on the Hebrews, so to speak. Pin the wheel on them. We can't get to him, but we can put it on him. And so, in verse 11, King David says, but let all those who rejoice put their trust in you. Oh, what? In the Democratic Party? Black Lives Matter? Republican Party? No, y'all got it twisted. King David said, let all those who rejoice, or simply want to rejoice, put their trust in you. Who is you? Yah. Should be. Let them ever shout for joy because you defend who? Us. Not no other entity is defending us, looking out for our best interest. You can lie to yourself and to each other, talking about so-called Black Lives Matter, talking about the Democratic and Republican Party going to look out for you. Talking about the enemies of the gods of your enemies, the God of Ishmael, each are going to look out for you. But you're simply lying to yourselves and to each other. How's that working out for you? 400 years in counting. I suspect not. And the evidence speaks for itself. King David was correct. King David said, Yah defends us. Praise the Most High for giving us a lesser form of captivity from the severe form of captivity we're inundated with when we arrive here buck naked and in chains. Only the Most High, not those gentlemen that sit with a so-called civil war as if they were talking over a cup of tea. I said that. No. Yah places us in this situation so we can get it untwisted. And so we can get it right. So we can turn to the Most High. So we can cry out to the Most High. So we can cry out to the Most High for our ancients. We can cry out for our contemporaries. And we can learn to gather ourselves together, not to mistreat, abuse, and dominate, and sometimes kill one another, but to do good by our widows, to do good by our orphans, to do good by our folks in need. I simply said, learn to do good. Praise the Most High. And so, Yah defends us. And he gives you the starting point for that in verse 11. Let those who love your name, Yah, be joyful in you. I concur, King David. And finally in verse 12, King David says, for you, O Yah, will bless the righteous. No, I didn't say the Democratic Party. I didn't say Black Lives Matter. I didn't say the Republican Party. I didn't say the gods of your enemies. But I said, Yah will bless the righteous. Will favor you. Yah will favor us. Will surround us as with a shield. If you're looking for answers, you're looking for solutions, you're looking for protection, you're not going to get it from your enemies. You're not going to get it wearing a sign say your life matter. They know it matters, but they don't care nothing about them, about your life matter. You're not going to get it from some so-called Black Lives Matter. You're not going to get it from the Republican Party. The evidence speaks for itself. And like as I mentioned, they got warehouses of lies. They don't mind telling you a lie one week, then you go back the next week, they got another set of lies for you. They're taking everything they said they're going to give to you. Now you're out here crying. You're crying to the enemy. Please give it back. Please give my food there. Please let me go to school. Please let me go to the doctor's office. No, y'all got the game twisted. No, King David said we go to the Most High. We certainly should. I concur with the king. Shouldn't you? Because the evidence speaks for itself as far as any other regard. Praise the Most High and bless his holy name. That concludes that study. And I'm going to ask my lovely Esau and Nasanya, do she have any comments on the commentary in regards to anything that was said for us? Tilihim chapter 5. King David.
Thank you, Yamsu. No, as you was reading, it just really kind of put me, kind of took my mind to this trial that we got going on now with these 3 ex-police officers that
Right.
beat this Tyree Nichols to death.
Right.
It just took me there, murderous, deceitful, speak lies, they did all that. And it just put me in the mind of that.
Right.
All praise.
I can understand the Esau, but when it comes to some of us walking dead brothers and sisters who are not connected with the Most High, pretending to be a police officer in a uniform and mistreating, abusing, dominating, sometimes killing our people, it's nothing surprising to us because of the fact our ancients were doing the very same thing in some regard in ancient times. That's why it's incumbent upon us to pray for them, and it's incumbent upon us to pray for our contemporaries. Our ancients should have gotten it right, and we need to try to get it right. And I can understand your concern, but it's going to be a whole lot of brothers and sisters pretending to be police officers in uniform, mistreating, abusing, and dominating, sometimes killing our people by virtue of the fact they don't have love for the Most High. They don't have love for themselves or anything that virtually looks anything remotely like them, because they're not connected with the Most High. And they're certainly not, by the evidence, connected with their people. And that's sad, Nasanya. It's a sad statement of affairs. Praise the Most High. Anything else, Nasanya, in that regard?
No, that just really kind of resonated with me.
Thank you, Nasanya. Good point. Praise the Most High. Brother Cottrell, praise the Most High. Your mic is hot.
Tell him unmute, Brother Cottrell.
Unmute, Brother Cottrell.
I thank you, family. All praise to the Holy One of Israel for our great King, King David, who faced monumental enemies in his lifetime. And he seems to have so much peace within him with all the trials and tribulations that he faced, with the enemies that he faced, including the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Canaanites, and even his own king, King Saul, which shows us that it doesn't matter who's against you. If Yah be for you, who could be against you? And King David is the perfect example of the life we should be living and our dependence on the Most High. Talking about a mighty man. They made a song about him. They said, Saul has slayed his thousands, David his 10,000. So you know that he was a mighty man, but he let you know his vulnerable side, where he cries out to the Most High. In this world we live in today, they say a man ain't supposed to cry, but the fact that King David cried gave me inspiration when I was young.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah, Brother Cottrell. Yeah, Brother Cottrell, they told a lie on that part. A man ain't supposed to cry. There's a time and place for everything under the sun. There's time and place for a man to cry. Praise the Most High. That being said, Brother Cottrell is finna proceed to the last segment of studies for the night. And that's in the book of Bereshit, whom you call by the Greek name Genesis chapter 22. Father Abraham's fate confirmed by the Most High. Praise the Most High. Brother Cottrell, you have the mic.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel for our great prophet, the prophet Moshe, gives us insight into the life of our ancient father Abraham. Giving us insight into our father Abraham lets us know that Most High tests everybody. Everybody is tested, from Adam and everybody that's born after him. Everybody is tested by Yah. And we're going to see an example how he tested our father Abraham to see whether he would be loyal, faithful, and obedient to him, or whether he had a mindset that was something different. In the 22nd chapter of the book of Bereshit by the prophet Moshe, he goes on to say, now it came to pass after these things that Yah tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And Abraham said, here I am. Then Yah said, take now your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you. Now, that's quite a request from the Most High to Abraham, because we know that Isaac is like a miracle child. Isaac was born to a woman who was past the age of bearing children. Sarah, our mother, she's 90-something years old. Matter of fact, she laughed at the thought of her being pregnant again. And all of a sudden, boom, the Most High gave her a son, Isaac. Now, lo and behold, Most High is testing Isaac. He's saying, turn Isaac over to me. Offer him as a burnt offering on the altar. And y'all going to see what Abraham going to do. So Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey and took two of his young men with him and Isaac his son. And he split the wood for the burnt offering and arose and went to the place of which Yah told of him. Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said to his young men, stay here with the donkey. The lad and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you. Prophetic words. We will come back to you. So Abraham took the wood and the burnt offering, and laid it on Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and the two of them went together. But Isaac spoke to Abraham his father and said, "My father." And he said, "Here am I, my son." Then he said, "Look, the fire and the wood, but where's the lamb for the burnt offering?" And Abraham said, "My son, Yah will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering." So the two of them went together. Then they came to the place of which Yah had told him. And Abraham built an altar there and placed the wood in order. And he bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. You notice that Isaac didn't resist, right?
No.
Isaac asked, "Where's the lamb, Ab?" And Abraham said, "Most High gonna provide the lamb." But then he tied him up and put him on the altar. But Isaac didn't resist. But the angel of Yah called to him from heaven and said, "Abraham, Abraham." So he said, "Here I am." And he said, "Do not lay your hand on the lad or do anything to him. For now I know that you fear Yah, since you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. I see you're going to do whatever I tell you to do, Abraham, no matter what the cost." Then Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram caught in the thickest by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, Yah will provide. And that's universal. That's everlasting. As long as you're walking right with the Most High will be your provider.
Hallelujah.
As it is said to this day, in the mount of Yah it shall be provided. And I just want to know, does Yah provide for every living being that has the breath of life on earth?
You better believe it.
Does it cost money?
No, you can't buy it.
So these living beings that Yah created, Yah provides for them 365 days a year. Maybe not so much, because some animals go into hibernation. They don't need to eat 365. And some people are starving, yes, because of oppression and the ways of man. But basically, Yah provides for all living beings. He is the provider. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Then the angel of Yah called to Abraham a second time out of heaven and said, "By myself have I sworn, says Yah, because you have done this thing and have not withheld your son, your only son. Blessings, I will bless you, and multiplying, I will multiply your descendants as the stars of the heaven," kind of like baby children. Mm-hmm. "And as for the sand which is on the seashore, and your descendants shall possess the gates of their enemies." That's why they set up these abortion clinics. They want you to have abortion rights, because they know that we produce like baby. We don't die, we just multiply. In your seed, how many? All the nations of the earth shall be blessed. And as a result of slavery, America is the superpower of the world because of us. Even under our curse, we are a blessing to them. And everything we do, they seem to take and make money off of it. The way we dance, the way we dress, the way we sing, the way we talk, they make money off it. Because you have obeyed my voice. We have done what? Obeyed Yah's voice. That's all Yah requires of us. And we have to understand and know what Yah is requiring of us to do. And what's our obligation? To obey Yah's voice. So he left his words on script. They call it the scriptures, the holy scriptures, as a matter of fact. And we must obey everything Yah is commanding us to do by way of his prophets. So once we get that, we'll be like our father Abraham, getting the blessings that Yah has in store for us. So Abraham returned to his young men, and they arose and went together to Beersheba. And Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. Now it came to pass, people calling me. Why are you calling me?
That's what they do, brother.
Now it came to pass after these things that it was told to Abraham, saying, indeed, Milcah also has borne children to your brother Nahor, Huz, his firstborn, Buz, his brother, Kemuel, the father of Aram, Chesed, Hazo, Fildash, Jidlaph, and Bethul. And Bethul begot Rebekah. These 8 Milcah bore to Nahor, Abraham's brother. His concubine, whose name was Reumah, also bore Teba, Gaham, Thahash, and Ma'achah. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Why were these people important? Abraham's brother, because Abraham needed a wife for his son, and he wanted to make sure that he didn't marry the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the people that he was in the midst of, the Sodom and the Gomorrites. So he had to keep ties with his family. And we're going to see that he went back to his family to get a wife for his son Isaac. Praise Yah.
All right.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Carter. The Most High provides. That being said, fellow students, Brother Carter shared something poignant. The Most High tests us all, but can we bear up to the test? We don't. Some of us don't even want to give up the life we're living. At least anything else, we don't. We want to keep doing what we're doing, how we want to do it, and we want to do it. We don't want to get it up because we about that life. What life? This is the monstrosity that we're living at, and we're living in this universal confinement. You got to give up something. Are you willing to give up as our Father gave up? He was willing to give up his son. Are you willing to give up anything? Are you want to bring they tell you that in this new thing? Just come as you are. You ain't got to get rid of nothing. Just come as you are. No, with the Most High, you can't come as you are. You got to come correct. You got to humble yourself. You have to, and you got to give up something. Abraham was willing to give up Isaac. What are you willing to give up? Or you simply want to come as you are? No, you can't come as you are. You got it twisted. And Abraham is reflective of that. Everybody is tested. And we got to give up something. And we're all tested. Praise the Most High. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. So I want to ask Lasanya, my Esau, do she have any comments or a commentary in any regard to any of the subject matter Brother Cottrell shared with us tonight?
No, you guys have put it together well. I got the same thing out of it. Wow.
Thank you, Esau. Thank you, beloved. Appreciate it. Well, Brother Cottrell, do you have any additional comments or commentary on anything you just shared in the subject matter?
The fact that we're all being tested, the Most High has provided us an open book test, which is why we're here to help people pass. That's why we study on a nightly basis, 5 nights a week. And we hope people learn and gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because we all want to pass that test, be written in that book of life that Yah has in store for the people that he's going to grant everlasting life to. So we hope that these studies are valuable, that you gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from it, and be on the path that King David showed us, the path that Yah designed for us. Praise Yah.
Praise the Most High. So in conclusion, I will ask my lovely Esau, simply my wife, to say her closing remarks and her comments. Then I will ask our friend, your friend, Brother Cottrell, elder on the council, to make his closing remarks and the comments. And I will ask him, will you please close it out for the night? And Most High willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Lasanya, your mic is hot.
Shalom and good night.
Short, quick, and sweet. Brother Cottrell.
Love y'all, family. May the Most High continue to bless and be with us. Shalom and good night.
Praise Yah.
Praise
Shalom
Yah.
and good night.
so fast. Before you blink your eyes, the flesh it withers, the hair's gone. But man don't live by bread alone. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a drink. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a thing. If it don't be for ya, don't you understand? If it don't be for ya, the power's in his hands. Life gets so hard sometimes it turns you off. About to blow your mind. Take a chill if you're ill, relieve the pain. Yeah, I'll be there for you right on time. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a drink. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a thing. If it don't be for ya, don't you understand? If it don't be for ya, the power's in his hands. He has the master plan. There's no one better than. Ooh, yeah. There's a power that's fantastic, better than food or any drink, or any man or any woman we might think is so distinct. There's a being high above us, you can't see him anywhere, but he's always there reminding us that he really cares. He's Yah. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a drink. If it don't be for ya, you can't eat a thing. If it don't be for ya, don't you understand? If it don't be for ya, the power's in his hand. There's a power that's tremendous, better than drink or any wine, or anything or any substance we might think is so divine. And it sits up in the cosmos. He's the king of the universe, and he's all in everything. He's the last and he's the first. He's Yah, Yah, he's Yah, oh yeah, he's Yah, Yah, he's Yah, oh yeah. When you're all alone, power. When you need a friend, power. Through thick and thin, oh power. Keep holding on.